Now we're in Shogan and I like what I see so far. I love that it's Asian cuisine. The prices are decent, like we get starter, you know, and mains, and it seems good. Like this is right up our alley. Like this is stuff that hubby and I do date nights, and it's not bad. Saw the space and it looked good. So apparently for us to get some privacy, we would have to use like a little partition wall in the upstairs area, and you know, I couldn't really see the space. Like we couldn't see the space very well because apparently they were hosting some other people, so that was, you know, a bit of an but I mean, I kind of had an idea of what that would be like. So I like the experience in Shogan much better. Like she sat with me, the manager, we had a discussion, we went through the menu, she gave me a breakdown. Appreciated the Shogun was that she sat with me and spoke with me, and you know, all of that, so that was great. I also did mention to her that it's my husband's 40th, so I would have to have like a backdrop set up, and she was like, that's not a problem. So so far I really do like what I saw in Shogan. We are going to Istanbul. First of all, when I found out this restaurant was in Jabi Lake Mall, I was like, huh? Restaurants in a mall? Not a fan. Like I literally almost didn't go there because I was so pleased with Shogan. But I was like, okay, what's the harm in seeing it? Well, the fact that it's in a mall is kind of discouraging. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like restaurants in a mall. Anyways, I decided to go. Apparently they have a private entrance, and I saw that as soon as we pulled up toward the mall, you could see that they had a private entrance into the restaurant, like for the restaurant goers, and that made so much sense. I was like, thank God for this. So we pulled up, we got in there, and I was trying to figure out where the restaurant was, which was a good thing because fortunately one of the partners, the owners, was actually in the parking lot as we pulled up. And so as I was trying to like locate my friend, I was like, oh, where is the restaurant? The guy was like, hi, are you coming to the restaurant? And I was like, yes, I am. And so he literally took me and was like, oh, come, I'll take you, I'll show you. And then he took me and showed me, and we went together, and boy was I pleasantly surprised. First of all, as we started to walk in, it was giving me Paris nostalgia because the indoor-outdoor sitting vibe, like it was like open, like the like canopy vibe, it was just giving Paris cafe vibe. Beautiful. And then I love how he like talked me through. He was like so nice, and so he literally took his time. Like there is such a thing as customer service. Like shared to my experience at Shogan. Now she sat down, she had a chat with me, and you know, she showed me around, but it was not the same energy as this guy gave me. So like, why do expatriates have to come and do it for us? Like, why do we not have that culture? don't even care how expensive it is. We're gonna do this because my husband deserves nothing but the best, and I'm a child of God, and God's signature is nothing but the best. God is not like, do you know what? When God wanted to give us Jesus, He didn't give us the assistant angel who had one duty. He was like, I'm gonna give you my only son, the one I love, the most precious and valuable to me. And there's a message in this, listen, because I truly feel like when you are operating from a place of lack, from a place of want, and you're like, no, I'm not saying anybody should do past themselves, don't do past yourself. Okay. But I'm also saying, like, if you have the means, like you literally have the money in the bank. You see, because even the Bible says that there is he that scattereth that has more, but he that, I don't know how that scripture is said, I'm gonna put it on the screen, but there are those that they live like tight-fisted and their lives just get smaller, but the life of the generous gets larger and larger. And I was like, you know what, if it was my birthday, this man would spare no cost. He would literally give me the best of the best, like the nicest cake. He would even be like, is this nice enough? Do you want that? I'm the one who is even like, the last time he bought me a phone, I was like, you know, just get me this. He was like, no, where's the best phone? Like, which one is the nicest, the newest, that's the kind of guy he is. And yeah, and that's the kind of God I serve, that's the kind of father I have. So I'm like, you know what, that's my man, that's my father, I have to match up to that standard. And so it was just a no-brainer that went with Istanbul. Oh, chef's kiss, beautiful. The space was very well done. My assistant was having a ball, but she was like, oh my god, everything is so like picturesque, like this place is for pictures, which just reminds me of Lagos, because Lagosians, are you guys okay? Like, how y'all doing? The whole restaurant Lagos, the amount of videos I've seen about restaurants and Lagos on TikTok, let's not even get into it. To say that the menu was actually quite flexible. Like, they had pizza, they had pasta, they had salads, they had like pan food, so they actually had like intercontinental foods. Like I got to like choose our menu, and then so what we did was we created a menu for our guests and they could pick from that, same as the drinks menu, and it ended up working out really well. Now, in terms of the price, I will say, in actual fact, Istanbul is somewhere in between the very good price of Shogan and the ridiculous price of Basilico. So it was just like somewhere right there in the middle, and honestly it was value for money. There was complimentary bread. We just decided to go with Istanbul. Now the party is almost here. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. There are only a few things worse than getting this kind of disappointment at a time that is so close. And I just thank God because I decided to ask. My decor, we have a situation. Now, I spoke to this lady who had done Zorel's decor for her education. I spoke to her and we had spoken about price. I had agreed and I asked her to send me her account number. I asked her about a week ago, please send your account details so I can make a deposit. It is a day to the event. Today is literally Saturday. And I say, hi, I haven't heard from you. You didn't send me your account number. Could you please send it so I can make the deposit at least tomorrow? And also, I think as a way of just checking in to see that everything is going well. Only for me to get a response. I'm sorry, what? I literally asked you a week ago to send me your account details and you tell me this now. She says she cannot do it because she doesn't work that way. I was like, I asked for your account number since I wanted to make a deposit. You did not respond. And if you were unsure, you could have said, Madam, please make a deposit. You have not made a deposit. And maybe if you had even tried to reach out to me, you would have seen my message that you left since Wednesday, that you did not read, that you did not respond to. I'm sorry, what? So now I have to call my assistant and see if we can get anyone who is willing to do it tomorrow. It's literally 24 hours to the event. I'm so disappointed. And you know, the funny thing is that Zuriel's birthday is just around the corner. I was thinking what a nice full circle moment it would be for us to say, oh, or for even her to say she did my daughter's baby dedication and now she's turning 1 and she's back here doing our decor. Like, people are so cruel. I sent her a message saying, I really hope you never get this kind of disappointment on your day of celebration because it would hurt. Thankfully, my assistant was able to find someone who was willing to do it, and so we are back. The only problem I have now though is the lettering on the board, because I want a specific like text on the board. I don't want it to look just, you know, generic. So now I'm calling, trying to see who is going to be able to do it, because it is quite last minute. And then comes my dear Maggie, whom I am so grateful for. Maggie has been doing cakes for us since Zara was born, since Zara was a tiny baby. She's been doing cakes for us now for what, almost 8 years. What a gift she is. I called her and I was like, you know, I know you have these things with the cakes where you guys stencil it out, so could you please send me the number of someone who can do it for me? Because I know it's such short notice, but if anybody can, it's you, because you use these things all the time. And so she says, so she gives me someone's number and I call them, ask for it to be done. However, she says it's out of stock. She currently does not have the facilities to do that for me, and can't even help me right now. However, she tells me to call Maggie again and ask her, because if anybody can do it, she can, because she has a machine that prints. Shout out to Maggie, shout out to her. So I call her back and I ask her if she can do it, and she has them only in stickers, not in the acrylic that I wanted, but it would work. And so she sends me pictures and examples of what the fonts can look like, and thankfully I pick a font and she has agreed to do it and bring it alongside the cake tomorrow.
I'm here with Naye. I just wanted to see what the status was, but it's raining so bad, and I'm really just hoping this rain stops soon, because everybody, like, people are not going to leave their house in the rain. At this rate, probably starts around, I don't know, 6:30, 6. Anyway, let me not jinx it. Hopefully the rain stops soon. I don't think it should rain for more than like maybe like 30 minutes, maybe, hopefully. Alright, so let's see what it's looking like. Oh my god! The lake! It smells so nice. Okay. Hello. Thank you. Us. Ooh. So it's looking like. Okay, so I'm not wild about this. It's just not my vibe. So I've asked her to get me plain black, because this is just not my vibe. Hi, good evening. This is what the restaurant looks like. Now I'm trying to put name places on the things.
one thing I will advise you, if you have an event, if you have a thing, 2 days, 3 days, 3 days before, or a week before, talk to them. 3 days before, talk to them, because you never know what will change in the space of those few. Just stay on them and make sure it happens. Now, could I have hired an event coordinator for 3 days? But I have an assistant and I'm up to the task. And together we're going to do this. So the Ijabu in me is saving my coins for the more important thing, but I'm just being my own event